Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast for the latest creature feature. Here, it is the Halloween season. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, the self-proclaimed wrestling podcast Tom Brady himself, joined by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only, Tony G.
The too sober Tony G to partake in whatever you're about to show me.
A surprise for you, Tony. A Halloween Havoc classic. We figure it's the best way to bring some levity to the season. Everybody tries to bring it to the creepy, and I think this is...
Again, like, share, subscribe if
Please
you dare.
Revolutionary Wrestling. Ooh, yes, if you dare. My Vincent Price voice. Yes.
What am I watching?
You'll see. Don't worry. And Eric Bischoff, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and some guy that I don't know are trying to get something over here, and you're going to love it when you figure it out, T. Trust me. This was a Halloween Havoc classic, and it was a one-time match that they did, and it was a one-of-a-kind. Let's just call it that way. It was...
What?
Here we go. Let's
pull
the trigger. Let's do it.
No!
Hulk Hogan versus the Giant Monster Truck Sumo match. I mean, come on. Is there a more ghoulish feature in the history?
Hey, you give the history on this while I pull up a new image. Have fun giving the history on this.
The history of this is that Hogan is a motorhead, and he loves big, loud engines, and he wanted to have another reason to shoehorn in his love of big, loud engines into pro wrestling because, you know, obviously, why not? And so on the roof of this arena, they put a big circle on top of the roof of the arena, which is impressive. They got these two giant monster trucks on top of the arena. I have no idea how they got them there. There's somebody welding the fronts of these two trucks together so that they won't detach in any way. And it's going to be a monster truck sumo match. Sumo wrestling with monster trucks, Tony. What's your thoughts on this, sir?
Phil.
Yes, sir.
You know what's even worse is I actually do remember this. I actually...
Oh. Who could forget? And we're off. And the Giant's pushing forward a bit. And Hogan, he's pushing back with his Hogan customized monster truck, which I'm sure he lost to the divorce.
No, neither of these guys have ever been behind the wheel of a monster truck. And there's nothing that leads me to believe that they're actually in the cab of those monster trucks right here. Like that shot right there, okay.
Okay, that looks like the Giant, because, like, really what's there to do other than keep your foot on the pedal?
But no, because this isn't how it works. Oh my god, this is terrible. This is how the match starts.
Now, Tony, are you implying that a wrestling promotion would lie to us about who's actually driving? I don't know what to say to you, sir. But, of course...
Hogan looks terrible without a goatee.
Yeah, he... Wasn't that for his Thunder in Paradise?
Yes! Oh, God! Oh, we're getting all the references in tonight.
Wait, is it gonna... Yeah, because not even in a monster truck sumo match. Now, Hogan's almost out, but wait, of course he's hulking up. He's hulking up, Tony. He's hitting the, the big boot. He's gonna drop the leg.
This is the arm wrestling equivalent with monster trucks.
Yes, it is, but it's awesome. God. And the struggle, Tony, the pageantry, who's going to win? Who could possibly...
Oh, who's going to win this? I wonder.
Hey, I wonder.
Oh, look at Hulk. He's in dire straits.
Oh, no. Oh, wait.
But he hulks up at the last second.
Technically, that should be it, but no.
Giant drops it in neutral and lets Hulk push him back into the center. I think that's how it works.
Basically, like, who's going to win this? Oh, I wonder, Phil. Hogan was on the ropes, but Hogan don't do no jobs, not even on a rooftop.
He don't do a job on his back, and he sure as hell don't do it in the cab of a monster truck. And if that monster truck could drop a leg, it would have already done so. He would body slam that monster truck if he could. Boy, look at the Giant's monster truck. That is a scary beast. And look at the pythons on Hulk's monster truck.
I mean, of course, it's Hulk. It's got to have the pythons.
It's beautiful. It's amazing.
And so, I don't know why this is going on, because technically the Giant already won.
I was saying, he already won.
But it's
This
Hogan. He don't do no job.
This has gone on longer than any actual monster truck competition at Monster Jam.
I was about to say,
I've been to Monster
they
Jam.
got to be about out of fuel at this point.
Yeah, I've been to Monster Jam. Nothing lasts this long. And Hulk loses again.
But he's not giving up.
No, Hulk's up once again. This went way longer than I remember it going.
Yeah, technically, by sumo wrestling rules, Hogan's lost twice.
This is terrible.
And Eric Bischoff's like, we have ambulances! And, it's necessary because this is, I mean, how are these guys going to recover from these injuries, really, of being in the...
Oh, no, Phil, I remember what happens next.
Oh, what are you talking about, Tony?
I'm not going to ruin the big reveal.
Oh, it's pretty special.
We're way past the big reveal. Take me to King Tommy.
Yeah, we're already there. Take me to Yeti.
For you Rick and Morty fans.
Yeah.
Coming back in November, folks. Season 4.
Oh. Looking forward to that.
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to that more.
Oh, and what a shot! What? No! Hogan wins!
Oh!
I'm shocked, amazed. I didn't see that
I'm a real American. Pushing sumo trucks out of the ring. And now Giant's mad he lost.
Sumo wrestling match.
He's kicking stuff, and he's going to go after Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan's like, no, Giant. Let me back up to the back of this building.
Yep, they're on the side of the building.
Oh!
Yep.
Giant.
And Hogan is being choked. Giant wants to choke slam over the side of the building, and Hogan will, of course, in his own self-defense, have absolutely, positively no choice, Tony,
but to murder.
Yes, but to commit involuntary manslaughter.
They're both on the ledge.
And Hogan...
Giant, for no reason, backs up again, and... Oh my God! He falls off!
Giant fell off the side of the building.
And Hogan tries to save him.
Oh, of course, in the last second, because we all know Hogan was going to stop that 500-pound behemoth from falling off the side of that building.
With the 90-inch python.
Well,
so
the
python grab him and pull him to safety with one arm.
And they just cut to some water.
Yeah, because it's a moat. It's a moat that surrounds the building.
No.
So, yeah, there's water surrounding the building.
And now it's the main event. We skipped the Lex Luger match, and now we're
Oh,
in the main
gosh.
event.
Did we skip the Luger match? Oh, no. And I really...
And we've got one of the Buffer brothers. Man, Bruce.
I hate...
Who's the famous Buffer brother now?
I really hate to give away the big twist ending here.
Oh, don't do it.
Okay, I'll wait to do it. But the image behind us has to change at some point.
Does it really?
Yeah, oh, it absolutely has to, because... No, this wasn't the end. Like, that was just the precursor to the match.
Yes.
Turns out that wasn't enough.
No.
Not enough for Hulk Hogan.
Here's Hogan on his way to the ring with the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, looking, like, about as tore up as someone who possibly committed manslaughter, involuntary
He
manslaughter.
looks pretty upset about it.
He looks awful.
Usually,
upset.
yeah, you kill someone by throwing them off a roof on live pay-per-view. You go to the ring with your belt and you plead your case in front of
I was about to say,
40
no
strong.
questioning, no nothing, just, it's hope.
Wherever they are.
It's the Hulkster. Do you know how many baddies he's had to throw off of a roof here and there? I mean, come on, it's the Hulkster.
It's true.
The police in every city just know. They probably had to let them know, like, hey, Hulk, there's some baddies over there, and kind of like the old El Santo movies, like, oh, all right, guess I'll go beat them up. And so Hogan, now shocked that Hogan was champion. I'm pretty amazed, actually.
Yeah, he didn't ever have any of those belts.
Nah, that's one thing. Hogan was never belt selfish.
You know something, brother? I didn't mean to do that.
I didn't mean to do that. It was cool.
I'm so sorry I threw the giant off the building, but brother, stuff happens.
No.
Monster Truck Sumo gets pretty serious, and he fell. And
Monster Truck Sumo.
I can't be accountable for my own actions. He tried to choke me. And look.
Wait, what?
Here comes a very spry-looking giant.
Yeah, the giant.
With quite the skip in his step.
Who just fed Hogan.
Hogan looking shocked because he killed him.
Looking as dumbfounded as everybody in the crowd at home.
And who's the manager?
Kevin Sullivan.
Kevin Sullivan with marker on his forehead. And Giant, who just took a fell off a building, looks pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good, gotta say. I'm impressed. He wants a piece of Hogan.
His
Come
hair
on,
looks,
get in the ring.
his hair looks a little more wet.
How do you get over a big guy, Phil? You throw him off a building, and you have them come down and no-sell it.
I'd know a thing or two about that one.
Even Braun Strowman flips over an ambulance and goes, I'm a little winded after that. A little winded. Now, Giant died and exploded into a million pieces, and he just came down to the ring like, not the worst thing I've ever had happen to me. Now I'm ready for a match. Let's go, Hogan. Come on, what do you got?
Right.
What do you got, Hulkster? You may have bested me in the sumo truck match and thrown me off a building, but I think this is the 2 out of 3 falls.
I shall best you this evening, sir.
I think I've got what it takes now.
And Hogan's got Kevin
What?
Sullivan.
Okay, no, and what is on his forehead?
He stole Kevin Sullivan's forehead paint. Oh my God, this is...
Please explain that.
I wish...
Because Giants manager Kevin Sullivan had the lightning mascara on his forehead, and now Hogan's bandana came off, and now Hogan has the mascara lightning bolts on his forehead. Why? 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 Phil,
Are
why?
you pretending like I have the explanation as to
I
why?
sure as hell don't. I'm hoping you do. Please. I've been wondering this since the first time I saw this shit fest. Tell me. This makes no sense. I gotta go visit the chiropractor tomorrow. Just, my back's killing me from watching this.
Hogan liked to incorporate some take off the do-rag gags. Remember when he
But he wasn't his manager.
It's mocking Kevin Sullivan. Remember when Hogan came out with a toupee for a while? And the Macho Man took it off and then wore it when Hogan finally came to? Was that not classic?
That's the word you want to use.
That was classic. I do not care what you say, sir.
There is a match going on, and I'm so freaking disgusted at this.
Versus the...
He's the man. Tony Schiavone just said, he's the man. He's the man.
Oh, boy.
Is there a bad... What the hell is...
Man, that referee with a lightning fast count by WCW standards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's lightning fast.
I can't. Oh, wow. So there's Giant with a big boot in the corner. That's actually pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah, he can move for a big boy back in the
Yeah,
day.
he'd do the moonsault back in the day. Phil.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony? What's up?
I've wondered for years why you've given me so much hell for being such a WWE, WWF, New York mark. And you know, try to sell me on WCW and how great it was in its heyday. And then you subject me to shit like this. And you expect me to change my opinion. Go, Phil, you've convinced me. Sumo truck wrestling on a top of a building where one of the participants dies and then comes down like it's no big thing and continues with the match. And this is your example to convince me that Southern style wrestling, by golly, they had the formula that worked. Them New York marks, they just don't know something. What they did down in Georgia, that was a winning formula. And then you show me this. I mean, please, by all means, retort.
My retort to that would be...
All that's happening right now is a test of strength, and Hogan's losing. Oh, but he's hulking up! I'm hulking up! I threw him off a building, but now I'm stronger than him.
I would hope.
He exploded.
You know, that couldn't be...
Apparently, the Giant is Deadpool, and he completely regenerated.
Okay, but to my explanation, Tony...
Retort.
Do not judge WCW or all Southern style wrestling by Halloween Havocs alone, okay? That would be my main retort, is Halloween Havocs have an infamous reputation for being bad. I don't know why. It seems to be
You don't say.
the rib pay-per-view where
You
the
don't
folks
say.
in the back... It's a show for the folks in the back more than anything else.
Yeah, here we are watching it.
Because some pretty
Enjoying
classic moments have come out of, like, I mean, Tony. Hogan versus the Giant, rooftop, truck sumo.
God.
Went for the, oh, no. You don't hit Hogan's finisher on Hogan. No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's hitting it. Oh, into the turnbuckle. Oh, into the turnbuckle.
Honestly, is there something hard you can smack my head against? Because I think that would help. No, harder.
He's going to punch him in the corners, Tony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he's biting the Giant's nose. Oh, my God. Hogan.
We have commentated none of this. I mean...
I'm commentating it like it's awesome.
No, here's the thing. Like, anybody watching us right now has to take our word for the action that we're witnessing. And I use that term loosely. Like, incredibly loosely. I don't feel we're doing it justice.
Oh, Tony, this match has only just begun, sir. There is some incredible... Oh, and he hits a lariat. Is he considering the big boot? Another lariat.
Yep, keep selling it.
Over the top. Oh, my God. Giant almost broke his neck.
Like that's a big thing. The dude fell off a building not 20 minutes ago.
And Hulk's hulking up.
Giant and Kevin Sullivan are leaving. Because Hulk's too much. You can throw me off a building, but the power of hulking up is too much. I gotta drag you back to the ring, Giant. This is the freaking worst thing I've ever seen.
No, you've seen the Chamber of Horrors match, so don't pretend like this is the worst thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, what's the order we upload this? Because what's worse? I'm sorry to break the fourth wall, folks.
I'm gonna say, gotta go Chamber of Horrors.
Freaking horrible. This is. They have the entire ring to work with at least, and it still sucks. They had a whole roof. They had a whole building.
Is Hogan actually gonna take a bump? Breaks the eyes. Yeah, I've heard Hogan used to be much, much taller back in his early run, and he's had so many back injuries and spine surgeries that he's actually lost a couple inches to his height.
Yeah, if anybody sorry to segue in the middle of this amazing action, but definitely listen to the Stone Cold interview of Hulk Hogan. It's fantastic. Fantastic. I think it's only part one that's uploaded at the moment of this recording, but it is fantastic.
I mean, like, I'm a huge Hogan mark. I should just go ahead and say that.
I was too in his WWF run.
Well, I mean, in regards to his WWF run, I still, to this day, rank Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan as the greatest match of all time. It's a controversial pick, but at the same time, it's, some people say, Savage Steamboat was better. No, it wasn't. 90,000 people weren't in that arena to see Savage Steamboat. They were there to see Andre Hogan.
No, but those people got to see Savage Steamboat.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that is the moment in wrestling that punctured deeper into the overall pop culture psyche than any other moment.
I'm not going to disagree that it is the moment of wrestling hierarchy. It is. It absolutely is. You can't name me, like Stone Cold didn't, The Rock didn't, Flair didn't. It's Hogan slamming Andre at WrestleMania 3. So, are you actually bringing that up and comparing that to anything you're seeing right now?
Hogan's in there with a really big guy.
He sure is. He sure is.
And he's probably talked to him about trying to body slam him at some point in this match. Like, so brother, I think you just let me body slam you, and that's probably about it.
Well, right now, Giant's got Hogan in a very loose bear hug, and Hogan's trying to... I don't know what Hogan's trying to do.
He's trying to fight his way out of it, Tony, because that's what you do.
Yeah, okay.
He's doing the... he's punching his own hand, punching that hand of his, just punching it.
Harder. Make it hurt.
And
Giant gives Hogan a big body slam. And Hogan sells it like he just got shot with a shotgun. Or never mind. Never mind, he stood up.
Back up.
He's
still
and back into the bear hug.
Well, Tony, considering how tore up his back is, it might feel like that.
This is the early 90s.
You've been dropping a leg for as long as he has. I bet your lower back's basically.
I think he mentioned that on the Stone Cold podcast. I really regret making that my finisher. Because, dropped a lot of legs over the years.
But boy, dropping that leg's worth so much money.
Woo, baby.
As much as I hate to say it, as weird as the leg drop is, and it's one of those, every schoolyard...
Great shot of Kevin Sullivan there.
Every schoolyard kid, we all tried to work out the mechanics of the leg drop.
Nobody does it like Hogan.
No, and we all try to, figure out, how it was fake, and B, how it was actually effective as a fight move. Because we can figure out the fake part. Now, 5-year-old kid on the playground can figure out, okay, I see how that's fake. But the part okay, how do you make it actually useful as a fight? That was the mystery contained there. But it still somehow just worked. I don't know how. And I don't think Hogan would have been nearly as big if he hadn't have adopted any other finish. He wanted to sleeper hold.
Yeah,
other half to death if Hogan had the sleeper hold as his finish. So,
Big,
you know
what?
Big choke slam.
Hands down, best spot of the match.
Oh, yeah.
Gigantic choke slam from the Giant. Could it be 3?
2.
1, 2. Oh my God! He shoves the Giant off
See
with
how
ease.
slow that count is when he goes for the... It's 1, 2.
He basically bench pressed Giant off of him to kick out.
And he's hulking out, Tony. Don't you know the power of Hulkamania?
Oh, I know it. I know it well.
He's getting up all of those kicks to the head. Don't matter. Oh.
He might be wearing black, but he's still a real American. Ooh. Giant's backing up now because he's like, I want no part of the hulking up craziness. You could throw me off a roof, but don't you dare hulk up on me.
Oh, is he going for it? The big boot!
That hit his shoulder.
Well, yeah. He's gonna
Yeah.
try.
Oh,
He's gonna
the
try
body
and bench press him. Rakes his eye.
You're not.
And body slam! He hits the Giant with a body slam. That's what the crowd wanted to see. He's bouncing off the ropes.
Big
Leg
leg.
drop, and Jimmy Hart hits the referee.
This has gone on way too long.
Way longer than it needs to. Jimmy Hart's turned on Hogan.
That's so stupid. There are so many.
Shivani's flipping out. Hit the referee!
Nobody knew what was going on in any part of this match.
Least
Nobody
of all,
intended.
the referee.
And now he's trying to help. Nobody knows what's going on. And yeah,
Jimmy
there's
Hart
the full
hits-
turn.
And
And he
Hogan,
immediately no-sells it.
well, it's Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart hits him with the belt. He no-sells that. Gets Jimmy on the ropes. Giant with the bear hug
And
again.
we're back into the bear hug. Oh, no.
There's Kevin Sullivan
no.
in his horrible.
But it's Hogan.
Kevin Sullivan
He can't
looking.
go down from one mere mortal's bear hug.
Kevin Sullivan in his Atom Bomb ring attire.
And Jimmy Hart's calling down for something. I mean, one mere mortal cannot vanquish the great Hogan. And so they got, okay,
There's Macho and Luger.
Macho that are trying to stop
And Jimmy Hart stops Macho Man.
Yep, cold deadness.
And
The Yeti! Here comes the Yeti! Oh my God! Well, as I said, no mere mortal can stop Hulk Hogan.
he no-sells Jimmy Hart's title shot to the spine, but Jimmy Hart takes out Macho Man. Yep. And there's the Yeti to double bear hug, dry hump, Hulk
Yeah,
Hogan.
this does not look good. There's no good part of this. This just looks bad, no matter how you want to...
And Luger's just there.
He's saying, maybe stop. This looks bad.
Literally have no clue what's going on.
A dude wrapped in toilet
I
paper.
have no clue who's on whose side. I have no... Okay, so Luger doesn't like Hogan because he's torture racking
So
him.
is Hogan a face again?
I don't... I was hoping you could fill in the blanks. This is like a Mad Lib of wrestling. Like, there's so much stuff going on here. And there's no... Now they're going to torture rack Macho Man. Ah, yeah. Apparently, Macho's on Hogan's side. I don't...
Well, remember there was that match. It was Macho versus Hogan versus
Everybody.
Kevin Sullivan and his entire stable, basically. And of course they won. And they're declaring the Giant the world champion in his debut match.
Why? No, DQ, so it can't be.
So he said there's a little bit of animosity in the back. The fact that he had won the belt on his debut match. I could imagine that to be the case.
That's your takeaway? That's your takeaway. Not the crap shoot of garbage that led to it.
Lex Luger, Hulk Hogan.
Had it been a debut
Macho
match.
Man Randy Savage, and a mummy wrapped in toilet paper.
Yeah, it's the fact that he won the title in his debut match. That's the problem. Not the fact that it took like Frankenstein and 90 heel turns and a frickin' monster truck sumo match and killing Giant, but he didn't die. And we're putting lightning bolt mascara on our face, but so's the other guy. And then Jimmy Hart turns on Hogan, and then Macho and Luger come out at the same time, but only one of them's for Hogan. And then now we're dry humping Yeti mummies in the ring.
Sounds about like typical Halloween havoc, folks. What can I say? Hogan's laid out in the ring, folks.
Because if you're going to beat Hogan, it's got to be through supernatural ways.
Obviously.
You can't just pin him.
Obviously.
You've got to use mythical beings.
And magic.
And Deadpool regenerative strength.
At least.
At least.
Oh my God. So, Tony, what do you rate this one?
Oh, I'm breaking the wrestle shit scale, dude. That's 3.5 shits.
3.5? I was going to be a little more
No,
generous.
they're so
I'll give you
generous.
2.5 shits because there was actual moves and work rate in the match in the ring.
And it all went out the window.
With the Yeti.
Everything.
Actually, the rest of it could have been forgiven had it not been for the Yeti.
No, it couldn't have.
A Macho Man Lex Luger turn run-in would have been forgivable.
Had Jimmy Hart not taken out Macho Man
Just
immediately.
get cold with a back shot.
Macho Man, no. Jimmy Hart, now you're done. Take that, Macho Man. You're done. Your run-in was pointless. That was 3.5 shits all day.
I'm sticking with 2.5, folks. But all that being said, this was enjoyable for me, T.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Just see the look on your face when we found out it was going to be the joy of the Monster Truck Sumo Wrestling match. Folks, all that being said, Hogan's being let out of the ring. This has been our Halloween Havoc review. I am your King of Extreme, Phil KOE, signing off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partner.
No.
Well, folks, have yourself a great Halloween. Kids, get home for the witching hour, and I will see you on the flip side.